Senate Republicans have blocked an effort to curb the Trump administration's military actions in Venezuela. The measure would have mandated congressional approval for launching any further military action in the country. But with the vice president's tie-breaking vote, it failed. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales has the latest. Erik.
Good evening, Veronica. The resolution's defeat came less than a week after 5 Republicans broke ranks with their party and joined Democrats to bring the measure to the floor. However, 2 senators later withdrew their support after receiving phone calls from President Trump. Senator Josh Hawley was one of those who switched his vote.
The Secretary also told me directly that the administration will not put ground troops into Venezuela. They do not seek to occupy Venezuela. But his commitment to abide by the War Powers Notification procedures and also the Constitution is directly responsive to my concerns. So I'm inclined to take yes for an answer.
Democrat Senator Tim Kaine, the chief author of the resolution, blasted Republicans for not showing any backbone to President Trump.
It's disappointing that my colleagues let the president sort of beat him into submission. I mean, after they voted last week to basically say, this is an important enough issue to discuss in front of the American public, as the Constitution requires, the White House put a full court press on, unlike any I've seen in 13 years here.
What has happened tonight is a roadmap to another endless war because this Senate, under Republican leadership, failed to assert its legitimate and needed authority.
Republicans say they back the president.
Boots on the ground, for the most part, is off the table. I think when you want to talk about a large-scale ground commitment, that is something that we have to reassert congressional involvement in.
What would you like to see for Venezuela in the future?
This should be about democracy. Maduro gone is great news, but the first thing we should have said is, how do we set up free and open elections? How do we help them get through these difficult times?
And many believe Maria Machado should be in charge.
She, along many other members of the opposition, will be able to put that electoral system back in place and create an environment for free and fair elections with international observers and with the help and support of the United States.
Machado spent the afternoon with lawmakers on Capitol Hill after meeting the president this morning. Before the meeting, she was handed a rosary from a Senate staffer who says she fled Venezuela at the age of 9 but wouldn't give her name. Machado immediately put the rosary around her neck and wore it during the meeting with lawmakers. Although it failed in the Senate, next week the House plans to take up its own war powers resolution. This as President Trump continues to raise the prospect of military force in other parts of the world, like Iran and Greenland. Senate Democrats say that they plan to have additional war power votes in the future. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.